This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Car, and that's actually a Hendrick engine for Ward Burton that they had for qualifying and for the 150 qualifying race here.
Larry, the things...
Tighten up, Adam. Really, really loose. 10-4. Just do what you can there. We'll try to get a caution, okay? Just do what...
I'm not so sure he didn't have an ignition problem because it quit. Now it's going again.
10 former Daytona 500 victories in this race. Dale Jarrett with 3, Michael Waltrip, Bill Elliott 2 apiece. Jimmy Johnson, Ward Burton, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Up in turns 3 and 4. Keep an eye on Stanton Barrett right there. The black car, top of your screen.
There just was nowhere for Jeremy in the 36 car to go. And we're lucky some other cars were not involved.
Pretty darn good save, I might add.
Him to overshoot his pits, then he tried to back up and he didn't hear Chad Canals.
Whoa,
We got trouble, Steve. We got Steve, trouble.
Michael Waltrip tried to come up and Dale Jr. was there.
Boy, that was ugly right there, guys.
Waltrip tried to squeeze between Jr. and Tony Stewart, and that hole just all closed up in a hurry.
No damage. Good job keeping it off of there.
Those 3 Chevrolets got quite a run off turn 2.
Oh, Michael was going to try to squeeze in between Tony and Junior. That's what that was all about, and there just wasn't enough room there, bud.
It looked like Michael had more speed off the corner than Junior did.
And look at old Kenny Schrader in the 21 car there, trying to move up into the top 5.
Well, if Gilliland could get some help, they'd be in trouble here because he's hung on the bottom by himself and still holding his own right there.
But help is on the way behind him now because they're 2 by 2, looks like about 7 or 8 rows deep.
Trouble.
Smash, Robbie Gordon.
A.J. Allmendinger, caution is out. Now, Robbie Gordon in the 7, that is a car that is locked into the show, top 35 in owner points, but A.J. Allmendinger, I think that's pretty much going to probably send him to the house.
Yep.
One started. Watch his number 7, middle of your screen. Ian Allmendinger.
Allmendinger.
Doesn't take much at 190 miles per hour.
Bobby Labonte, Jeremy Mayfield, quick to take evasive action, and caution is out again. Keep an eye on that bright orange car behind Denny Hamlin, 58 right there. James Harvey Hilton, 72 years old right now. He's in one of those transfer spots. He did not pit. Back straight away. David Reagan was the free pass car. He was trailing the field, trying to catch up under green, and crashed.
You know, I believe he's had left rear tire or right rear tire problems again.
Lock it down. It's what we call lock the brakes down. Turn the wheels to the left, because with the wheels turned to the right, bam, you go right back out into the wall. If you had them turn left, you'll slide down the infield, come back and get you 4 tires, try it again. They're pretty much in the catbird seat right now.
Looking good. Just follow 11 tracks. Follow 11 tracks.
And of course, Johnny Sauter in the 70 car, he is right behind him. He would get in as far as racing his way in, but he's in the show no matter what because he was one of those fastest 3 cars of the go or go home.
Hold her down and follow the 11. Hold her down and follow the 11.
This would be one of the most incredible upsets in Daytona 500 history if James Harvey Hilton, age 72, could make this race.
Speaking of a race, we got a race for the lead. Tony Stewart, that 20 car.
That was Burton's biggest fear. Oh, we got trouble going into 3, guys. Got an engine blowing.
Reed Sorensen. Caution is out.
Yeah, that's
Hold your line.
Big
Got
time
2 more coming. 36 is the last one.
Now when
Coming
caution
inside,
comes
inside,
out,
inside. All right, you're going to take that right to the garage.
the field freezes based on the last of many scoring loops around this racetrack. But they said, Michael, you can take your backup car and try to get in the 500, but you have to race your way in.
And I want to tip my hat to that race team. They lost their crew chief. They lost their team manager. This is a race car that has not been on the racetrack this week. Michael is driving his car untested except for the test in January. So a big tip of the hat gives Casey Mears a little shot down the backstretch.
It's not even his car.
It's Rudimann's backup
It's David
car.
Rudimann's car. They chose that car because they felt it was a little bit better than Michael's backup. I think they might have been right.
Many people thought with Michael starting out back in an untested car, he had no chance to make the 500. He is proving them wrong right now.
Boy, Mike Bliss in that 49 car behind Johnny Sauter. What a run. He got off at turn 4, pulled right up to the rear bumper. Remember, that's another one of these race your way in cars, as well as Ward Burton in the 4 in the middle.
Ward's done a really good job of coming back from trouble early, and here he is trying to race his way in. And this is when these elimination races or qualifying races really get exciting. It's all on the line now.
It'll be 3 laps to go this time by.
There's Buffy, it's Michael's wife, and I know how she feels, right, honey? Steve, I'm talking about my wife, Stevie.
But there's a pack of cars all looking for one of those 2 positions. And in the Hilton pit,
Whoa, we got a car around. It's Ward Burton. Up the hill he goes. Look out, James Harvey.
Caution will fly.
Field freezes.
They'll come to the line with, this should be 3 to go.
Bill Elliott
Check your
gets
brakes.
through.
Check your brakes.
66 car got damaged as well.
Don't pit road, guys.
And that'll be it for Ward Burton. His week at Daytona is over.
Johnny Sauter's teammate Jeff Green in the 66 car actually had moved his way up
Go
through the
ahead.
field.
Come on
Car
down
that's
pit
locked
road.
in, but he's got a lot of damage.
Watch the number 4, right side of your screen, behind Jimmy Johnson. All right, there's Ward Burton.
Looks like there's a lot of cars in front of him that slow down a little bit and back out of the throttle maybe a tad, and here come Ward. He had nowhere to go.
And it looks like the 49 car didn't check up as well, Mike Bliss, and just got into the back of Ward Burton in the 4 car. I think this
See
was
Michael
right here.
yeah, see Michael is working over the back bumper of Dale Jarrett. Actually, it's
Boris
said, I'm sorry.
Said in the 60, Sauter in the 70. They're both in on time. Here comes Bliss in the 49. Bliss has to pass them both to make the 500.
Getting a little help back there from Greg Biffle in the 16 car.
Michael's in pretty good shape. He's got his buddy Kenny Schrader right behind him.
And Dale Jr. cannot advance on the leader. Here comes Bliss. He could do it. He's past Sauter.
Man, we might be all right here.
He's alongside Said. Here they come to the line.
It's going to be close. It's going to be real close.
Stewart's going to win it. Waltrip is in. Said may have eclipsed Bliss by a nose.
He just couldn't quite get there, almost. He needed about another 100 yards.
Just a little over 1/100th of a second.
Redemption for Michael Waltrip. And for Mike Bliss, we'll look at the pictures, but it appears that Boris Said has locked Mike Bliss out of the 500.
He's leading this race, and he's got quite a bit of opening there, so that doesn't make a lot of sense. But boy, they're ganging up on him.
Smoke out there. He's got. It's almost like it's either it looks like a right rear tire rub.
I think it's a tire rub. You think Kyle Busch, when he went by him, got too close and rubbed a? Looked like they were pretty close when Kyle Busch passed him on the outside going into 3. Well, he's definitely got a problem. You can see the smoke, and there's things slowing down.
I thought it was in the middle.
But no smoke in the corner, in the
Still going okay there, bud?
Oh, he's in the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely got a tire.
The right front tire went.
Caution.
The right front tire went down. That's what happened.
Awful close to him as they went into turn 3 over there, and you can see the car started smoking right after that. If we back that shot up a little bit, they may have had a little bit of contact.
And then as the tire goes down further.
And you know, they were asking him all along, are you okay, bud? Are you okay? Is everything all right? And he wasn't saying anything.
Keep in mind, these cars are more than twice as heavy.
Okay here.
But guys, let's set up that transfer spot. And I know we've got 11 laps to go.
Oh,
We got trouble. Brian Vickers. The
Boy,
83 car.
Something broke, and that car just slewed to the right and into the wall.
And the caution will wave as they'll come to 10 to go this time.
That had the mark of a tire. It had the look of a tire as it swerved a little bit. It almost.
And unfortunately, this has the look that both of the Red Bull Racing cars will not make the Daytona 500.
Yeah, you can see the right. I'd say it lost a right rear tire.
And there's just no controlling it. Remember, the speeds they're running here, well over 180 miles per hour, 31 degrees of banking. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot he could do right there.
See the right rear down, so he cut a right rear tire.
Right now, Jeremy Mayfield is jumping up and down, pulling for Sterling Marlin, because if Sterling Marlin races his way in, Jeremy Mayfield will be in the Daytona 500.
But they just told him if he backs out, they get in. I don't know if he's hurt him or not. I don't know what he's going to do.
Nowhere to hide. Not in that pack.
And Jeff Gordon has come from way, way back to make a run here right on the end. He's going to go the outside, and here he comes.
But I'm going to tell you what, watch Mike Wallace right there in the 09 car. There's the race right there to get in between the 13, the 14, and the 09.
Marlin has backed out. So that means it's Nemechek and Wallace. Here they come to the flag. Jeff Gordon's going to win his third duel at Daytona. Nemechek's in, and it may be Mike Wallace.
I believe Mike Wallace. Mike Wallace did beat Sterling Marlin back to the line. So Joe Nemechek, as it stands unofficial, Joe Nemechek, Mike Wallace.
10-4, Mike, we made it.
And Sterling Marlin will be in. Jeremy Mayfield will not make the Daytona 500.
My.
Nor will Paul Menard, Kevin LePage, Derek Cope, Regan Smith, Frank Kimmel, Eric McClure go home, along with Brian Vickers, Mike Skinner.
And you got
I've seen Mike Wallace do this time.
Coming back out of the way, because he's in based on speed.
They touch right there, and then Mike gets a run down the hill. See him turn down just a little bit, and he gets an opening where he can really draft up on the 13 car, which pulled him by the 14.
Go back to race number 1. The difference was 1/100th of a second who got in and who did not get in.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
The following is a paid advertisement for The Magic Bullet, brought to you by Homeland Housewares.